Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Sparkle English, where I help you improve your English level. My name is Jennifer, and today I'm going to teach you the difference between complete sentences and incomplete sentences, or sentence fragments. First, let's talk about sentences. Every complete sentence expresses a complete thought. And understanding the difference between complete sentences and incomplete sentences will help you improve your writing clarity and make it easier for people to understand your sentences. So, what is a complete sentence? A complete sentence has at least one subject and one verb. It expresses a full idea and doesn't make the reader question its meaning. Even really short phrases can be complete sentences as long as they have a subject and a verb and express a complete thought. For example, birds fly. This is a complete sentence. It's a fact. Birds do fly. She cried. Again, this is a short but complete sentence. We have a subject and a verb. The dog barked. Now, in English, to make our sentences more interesting, we can add other words like adjectives and adverbs. For example, the birds flew high in the sky, soaring over treetops and rivers. This is also a complete sentence. The heartbroken girl cried softly in her room. The dog barked loudly as the intruder entered the window. However, just because a sentence is long does not make it a complete sentence. There are different components of a complete sentence. A complete sentence can have additional elements, such as objects, adverbs, or adjectives, but it must always have a subject and a predicate. The subject is who or what the sentence is about. And the predicate is what the subject does or is. The predicate will involve a verb. For example, the sun is shining. The subject, the sun, the predicate is shining. The girl dances on the stage. The girl is the subject. Dances on the stage is the predicate. My aunt is a French teacher. Bill and Ben are good students. All of these are complete sentences. Now, what is an incomplete sentence? Incomplete sentences, often called sentence fragments, are missing either a subject, a predicate, or both. And sentence fragments leave the reader feeling confused or as if they need more information because they don't understand. For example, running down the street. This is a sentence fragment. Who is running down the street? We're missing a subject. Like a dream. In the garden. Here we have a location, but we don't have a subject or a verb. Who is in the garden? What are they doing in the garden? And when she was a child. Now this is a tricky one because we have a subject, she, and we do have a predicate, was a child, but it's still a sentence fragment. This is a dependent clause. When is a subordinating conjunction, and a dependent clause cannot stand alone as a complete sentence. We need more information. When she was a child, she lived in France, or she loved bike riding when she was a child. It doesn't make sense by itself. We need more information. So let's look at causes of incomplete sentences. The first cause of an incomplete sentence is that there is a missing subject or missing predicate. For example, jumping over the fence. Here, we don't have a subject. The colorful parrot on the branch. Here, we're missing a verb. We could fix these sentences by adding a subject. The boy is jumping over the fence. The colorful parrot is sitting on the branch. The second cause of incomplete sentences is that some sentences begin with subordinating conjunctions, but they don't complete the thought. For example, although he loved her. If we remove the subordinating conjunction, he loved her, that would be a complete sentence. However, when we add this subordinating conjunction, now the sentence is incomplete. We need more information. For example, although he loved her, he wasn't ready for a relationship. That would be a complete sentence. Another example, since she started the new job. This fragment also has a subject, she, and a predicate, but it begins with a subordinating conjunction. So we need more information. It is not a complete sentence. Since she started the new job, she has been very happy. And finally, if we incorrectly split a sentence, that can leave one part incomplete, and that creates a sentence fragment. For example, she loves ice cream, period, because it's sweet. Because it's sweet is a fragment. It should be connected with the independent clause before it. She loves ice cream because it's sweet. That would be a complete sentence. So how can we identify and correct fragments? First of all, always check for a subject and a predicate. Under the bright moonlight, dancing gracefully. What's missing in these fragments? In the first example, we're missing a subject and a verb. I walked under the bright moonlight. Now we have a subject and a complete predicate. Dancing gracefully. Here we're missing a subject. Elizabeth was dancing gracefully. The second way to identify and correct fragments is ensure that the sentence does not leave the reader with questions. For example, since they moved, without hesitation. In both of these fragments, I'm confused. I need more information. Since they moved, we haven't heard from them. He answered the question without hesitation. Okay, these are complete sentences now. And finally, for fragments starting with subordinating conjunctions, either complete the thought or connect them to a main clause. For example, before the movie starts. We should buy popcorn before the movie starts. In this case, we've added more information so the sentence makes sense. Now, one thing I want to mention is that while sentence fragments are not complete sentences, they are often used in both written and spoken language for different purposes. They are very common in informal writing and in conversation, and also in creative writing. Fragments are very common in novels, and especially in poetry. However, you should avoid sentence fragments in formal writing, academic writing, essays, journalism, and professional and business communications. Now we're going to do a quiz. I will read 8 different sentences, and you must identify if they are fragments or complete sentences. Number 1, the dog with the brown fur. Number 2, she sings beautifully. Number 3, although he wanted to come. Number 4, when the stars shine bright. Number 5, cats purr when they're content. Number 6, because it was cloudy and pouring rain outside. Number 7, I'm tired. Finally, number 8, since you've been gone. Number 1 is a fragment. It is an incomplete sentence. We're missing a verb or a predicate to tell us what the dog is doing or what's happening to it. Number 2 is a complete sentence. We have a subject and a predicate. Number 3 is incomplete. It is a fragment. although introduces a dependent clause, which means the clause can't stand alone. It needs more information to be a complete sentence. Number 4 is also incomplete. When also introduces a dependent clause. We need more information. What happens when the stars shine bright? Number 5 is a complete sentence. We have a subject and a predicate. Number 6 is incomplete. It is a fragment. The word because introduces a reason, but we aren't told what happened or what was the result of it being cloudy. For example, we couldn't go to the beach because it was cloudy and rainy. Number 7 is a short sentence. However, it is complete. We have a subject and a predicate. And finally, number 8 is also a fragment. It's incomplete. Since you've been gone. Again, we have the subordinating conjunction since, but we need more information. Since you've been gone, I have been very bored, for example. Okay, so let me know in the comments section how many you got correct out of 8. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments section below. Make sure to check out my full English Writing Essentials series. I have other videos on dependent clauses, independent clauses, run-on sentences, and everything you need to know to perfect your English writing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next lesson.